somatic movement. And Allison Kane will be doing a role method series. They're not all going to be 8 classes. They'll probably be more like 75 minutes and maybe 4 classes or 3 classes. But if that's interesting to you, and I hope, you know, you guys take advantage of these offerings. Our teachers do have some, like particularly Teal and Allison, some amazing education behind them. So the fact that they're sharing is, I'm excited. I like to learn. I'm going to start you on your back again. Sorry, Emily. With the block 2 inches below your navel or that book, and I want you to breathe into that space. I love every week I have this fantastic conversation with a group of really experienced, wonderful teachers throughout the country. And it's led by a phenomenal teacher that I love having discourse with. And this past week, I wouldn't say it was an argument, but we had a difference of opinion. And it was about, well, the state of the world, but the state of yoga as it is. Bend your knees so that you really can get your the entirety of your lower back on the earth. And yeah, Amanda, the book is on your belly. The book is on the belly. Yeah, that. There was a few people. Bet was right there with you. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. And breathe into that space, close your eyes, and then take your arms out in the T. Yeah, and the idea is just to encourage the depth of the breath. He is certainly this teacher, and I have so much respect for him. He is in a very, it's a dark place, like thinking that we're not going to come out of this and nothing's going to be the same, and he's seeing his livelihood fall apart. And I guess I'm not at the other end of the spectrum, but I think oftentimes we can come to these spaces very quickly where it can be dark, dark, dark. And what my feeling is, the more we focus on dark, that's what we get. That's what's going to show up. And when we are given the opportunity of challenges to move forward, we can perhaps see potential, we can perhaps see possibilities. Change is not supposed to be easy, but inside of change and the difficulties that it's offered, there is potential, there is possibility, and I have certainly seen it in the coming together of this community. I saw it last weekend when we did the 108 sun salutes, and we raised enough money for 6,000 meals to fulfill, which is a food bank in Monmouth County. But I do believe you need to focus on the positive. You need to explore the possibilities. Breathe in even deeper, and as you breathe in, that book or block should be rising, the chest should be expanding, the back should be filling on the earth. And in saying focus on the possibilities, I also want to say it's okay to become unraveled. It's not all okay right now. And it's not, and I don't even mean this in I own the studio, but life is not business as usual. And that is the misnomer that this world is built on. That is the misnomer that our culture creates, that we need to have answers, we need to constantly be doing, we need to be following a path. And that's patriarchy, this idea that we're invulnerable. When the reality is life is messy, it's unpredictable, and it does not follow a path. This is the time for creation and partnership. Have the business of your life, the artwork of your life, be a reflection of your inner landscape. And we come here to do that, to make sure everything connects, to make sure that we can create space inside of ourselves. The physical mirrors the energetic. Take a few more deep breathings here. Things falling apart is a kind of testing, and it's also a kind of healing. This is Pema Chodron. We think that the point is to pass the test or to overcome the problem. Find the earth with the back body. But the truth is that things don't really ever get solved. They come together and they fall apart. Then they come together again and fall apart again. It's just like that. The healing comes from letting there be room for all of this to happen. Room for grief, for release, for misery, for joy. I dedicate that to my friend Jay. Take a few more breaths here, and 3 if you're unsure of how many more breaths, and then just remove the block to the side. Gently lift yourself up, find Navasana. Have your hands on your back, you see your thighs for the first round. You can bend your knees, heels in line with the knees. And then as you exhale, press the hamstrings into the hands, lengthen out, come halfway down, Ardha Navasana. Inhale, lift up, rise up, sternum presses up, bottoms of shoulder tips press down, and then exhale, halfway down. And then one more time, lift up, hold here. If you don't have your block, here's an option for you. You can grab your block. You can place the block between your feet. And exhale, halfway down, Ardha Navasana, hold the block. Inhale, lift up, Navasana, maybe bend the knees. Take the block into the hands. Exhale, block overhead, Ardha Navasana. Navasana. Pass off the block to the feet if this is for you. If it's not, just don't use the block. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pass off. If you're going to pass off, come down. Inhale, lift up. So one last time between the feet if you're going there. Inhale, lift up. One last time between the hands if you're going there. Rise up, Navasana. Take the block off to the side. Look up. Maybe hold the backs of the shins or the heels. Flex the feet, reach the sternum towards the ceiling, shoulder tips towards the earth. Cross at the ankles, roll over all fours. You can take that playlist and press play. Cat and cow, and we'll meet you there. Breathing in, dropping the belly and the heart, and exhale, pressing off the earth, rounding the spine, cat. Inhale, cow, the eyes of the elbows spiral forward, and exhale, round the spine, drop the head. Take a few of these. And then when you're ready, find a neutral spine here. You're going to take your left leg back. Make sure that the right knee is underneath the hip. It's a supported side plank. Reach the left arm up high. And then reach the arm forward, draw the shoulder head back, chin comes to the armpit. As you exhale, you find all fours. And cat and cow, breathing in, exhale. Take the right leg back, spiral the sole of the foot down, parallel to the side edge or the bottom, top of the mat. Find your side plank here, right arm comes high, you look up. As you exhale, you reach the arm forward, draw the chin towards the armpit, draw the shoulder head away from the ear. And then exhale, you find all fours. Draw the hips back and up. Find your first down dog. You can pedal out your feet, maybe bend your knees, pull some space from side to side, finding some space through the lungs. So we're working on the evenness of the sacrum here. You're going to take your block once again. You're going to take the block, you're going to place it at your sit bones in your down dog. Kind of feel that out, reach your sit bones into the block, lift up. In finding the evenness of the sacrums, we're also finding the evenness of movement. Hang out here for a moment. And then on an inhale, you're going to come forward into plank. Yeah, and the block might drop off. It's just part of it. But notice that your heels should be drawing back. Your heart should be reaching forward. Your shoulder tips should be drawing towards your heels. And then come back into your down dog. See if you can keep it even. Inhale, forward into plank. Look forward, draw the heels back. Exhale, find your down dog. And then one last time, looking forward, draw the heels back, find plank, hang out there just for a moment. Take your feet a little wider, and you're going to take your right big toes 2 inches off the earth. Your left arm is going to reach forward like you're going to shake someone's hand. Hold the block or allow it to fall. And then find plank. Lift up and back, down dog. Forward into plank. Look forward, smile through the collarbones. Take your feet a little wider. Left big toes 2 inches off the earth. Reach your right arm forward, fire through the belly. Look forward, draw the shoulder head back. Plank, down dog. Remove the block. Right leg comes high. 3 times, the knee comes to the nose. Curling in tight, lifting up. Inhale, rising up and lengthen the leg. 2, round the spine, curl it in, maybe drop the head towards the knee. Lengthen the leg. Inhale. Exhale one last time, knee comes to the nose. Step the foot to the inside of the right hand. Arms at 10 and 2. So here I just want you to notice your side body is at your right inner thigh, your knee is at your armpit, spread your collarbones wide. And then kind of notice where your sacrum is. Most of us, many of us will drop to the left side. I want you to even out the sacrum. It's almost as if you could take that block and place it there, if you could hold it there. The honesty of that block. Look forward. And then as you exhale, drop the back knee, remove the block. Right hand comes to the left hand comes to the inside of the right foot. Side low lunge twist with the back knee down. Look up. It's 12 and 6 with the shoulders. Reach the arm back. High lunge. Drop the shoulders, lift the heart. Feel that left hip coming forward, the right hip coming back. And then exhale. I'll see you in dog. Take the block again, place it at the sacrum. Hang out there. Take the right hand to the back of the waist, right forearm to the back of the waist. Hang out with the block there, bend the knees. Notice if you're tilting off to one side and find the evenness. Reach back in through the right side. Left forearm behind the waist. Breathe in here. Have the conversation, negotiate with yourself. Notice if you're Jumping a little bit into the right side and spiral that bicep forward, triceps back, put a little bit more bend through your knees so you can take the weight into your legs. Remove the block, replace the hand. Left leg comes up high. 3 times, knee to nose. Exhale, pull it in tight, drop the knee to the nose. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, knee to nose, empty out. Inhale, lengthen high. Exhale, one last time and hover knee to nose. Place the left foot to the inside of the left hand. Arms 10 and 2. Notice where your habit is to drop off to the right side if that is you. Notice if you can have that connection, knee in the armpit and the side body to the inner thigh. And then do the little check. Find the block, even out the hips, even out the sacrum. And then in an exhale, drop the back knee, remove the block if you had it. Right hand to the inside of the left foot. Side low lunge twist with the back knee down. That right thumb is touching the inner arch. So you can find that 12 and 6 with the shoulder, with the wrist. Reach the arm forward, draw the shoulder head back. Maybe look forward this time. Eye of the elbow spiraling towards the right side of the mat. And then reach the arm up and over, look behind you. High lunge, drop the back arm down, look up. Even out the hips here, maybe pressing into the front sole of the left foot to lift the hips. Exhale, both hands frame the front foot. I'll see you in dog. One last time here, one last thought idea. Place the block, shorten the dog so you can press your heels into the earth. Place the block at the sit bones. Take the left hand to the outside of the right heel or shin. Bend the left knee into the armpit. Press the knee into the armpit, take the chin into the armpit, into the right armpit. Have 3 full breaths here. Pressing the heel down into the hand, connection 1. Knee to the armpit, connection 2. Chin to the armpit, connection 3. After 3 full breaths, you'll swap out the hands. Right hand outside of the left heel. Press the heel down into the hand. Bend the right knee. Find the knee to the armpit. Look under the left armpit. Chin comes to the armpit. And then release. Even out everything. I will see you in dog. And nothing is ever perfect, right? But if you still have the block on your sacrum, walk forward with the block on your sacrum. See how far you can get. At some point, it will drop off. Fold in at the top of the mat. And if it didn't drop off, just take it off. Bend your knees, belly to the thigh. And if your belly is not on your thigh, bend your knees even more. Drop the crown of the head down, release the head so you can lengthen the cervical. See if you can take your feet 2 fist widths apart, 1 inner hip width distance. Hey, Bet. Steer your knees towards your armpits just a little bit more. So yeah, that's the one. And then as you steer your knees towards your armpits, you can release your hands. Bend your elbows, hold either elbow with your hand. Keep the knees towards the armpits, bring the forearms in line with the crown of the head. You're going to lift halfway up so your elbows come in line with your shoulders. Yeah, I know. Amanda, bring your belly to your thighs. Yeah. And steer your sternum forward, your tailbone back, like you're looking out underneath your, yeah, that's the one. You remember this? Press your heel. Yeah, you're pressing into your heels. Now I want you to reference the outside edges of your heels. Now reference the big toe mound, right? Reference the inner heel, reference the pinky toe mound. Yeah, that makes X marks the spot. That's the center. That's where you want to be pressing. That's where you want to be lifting through the center, pressing through the outside edges. Utkatasana, hold the elbows, keep lifting up. Most of us will lift our sternum up and press our shoulder blades down, but I want you to heavy the tailbone down. So you find the top of the right hip and the left sit bone. And then you find the left top hip and the right sit bone. X marks the spot. That's the center. Inhale, rise all the way up. Find prayer. Prayer comes to the heart. You draw it to the heart. The head bows towards the heart. Mountain. Really simple as we begin. Roll the shoulder heads back. Draw the shoulder blades down. Find the right shoulder in the top of the left hip. The left shoulder in the top of the right hip. X marks the spot. That's you. That's center. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, fold through all the way down. Inhale, step the right foot back. Look forward, 10 and 2 with the arms. So you find that connection, that dialogue between the knee and the armpit. Steer the sternum forward, press the heel back. Down dog. Forward in the plank. Exhale, lowers you all the way down. Inhale, roll the shoulder heads back. Look up, baby blues, as you exhale. Through hips to heels, find down dog. The right leg will come high as you exhale. Just step it forward right away. 10 and 2. Look forward, press back. That's the center of you, the polarities. Left foot finds the right, the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep up. Prayer comes to the heart. Tadasana. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, left foot steps back. 10 and 2 with the arms, look forward. Down dog, right foot meets left. Ripple forward into plank as you exhale, lower all the way down. Rise up, baby Bhujangasana. Through hips to heels, down dog. Left leg high. Step forward, low lunge, 10 and 2 with the arms. Right foot meets left, fold in, bended knees. Inhale, sweep up. Prayer. Mountain. Swing up and rise. See light above you. Exhale, fold into darkness. Right leg back, look forward. 10 and 2 with the arms, down dog. Ripple forward on the breath in. Fire on breath out. Chaturanga halfway down. Inhale, up dog or maybe Vajrabi Bhuj. Exhale, back down dog. Right leg comes high. Step forward, low lunge, expansive through the chest. Exhale, left foot meets right foot in. Sweep up and rise. Prayer. Mountain. Rise up, look up, Urdhva Sasa, upward facing prayer. Exhale, grab it, fold it through. Left foot steps back. Down dog. Plank. Half or all the way as you lower on the breath out. Inhale, rise, open up through the front of the chest, press down through the tops of the feet. Down dog. Left leg high. Step forward, look forward. Right foot meets left, fold in. Inhale, sweep up. Right away, straight through you, all the way down, Uttanasana. Right foot steps back, look forward. Right into plank. Maybe it's a 3-leg plank with the left toe 2 inches off. Half roll the way. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg comes up high. Step it forward, look forward. Fold in, top of mat. Sweep up, look up. Exhale all the way through, all the way down, Uttanasana. Left foot steps back. 3-leg plank. 3 or 4-leg chaturanga. Up dog or baby boosh. Exhale, back down dog. Left leg high. Step it forward, look forward, 10 and 2. Fold in, top of mat. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold through. Little different, diver's pose. Heels high in diver's pose. Tailbone back, heart forward, roll the shoulder heads back. Maybe the palms face away from the body. Interlace the hands behind your sacrum. Roll the shoulder heads back, lift the heart. Bend the knees. Bend the knees, belly comes to thighs. Maybe the hips come in line with the knees. As you exhale, I want you to drop your hands to the outside of your feet. Interlace your hands underneath your heels. Press your heels down. Malasana. So in essence, you're holding your heels with your arms in front of your shins. Press the sternum forward. Shoulder blades, shoulder tips back and down. Reach the heels into the hands. Raise the heels here. Hang out here for a moment. Plant the hands. You might choose to do a Bakasana. You might just step right away back. If you're in Bakasana, 3 breaths. 3 breaths. I will see you in dog. Hang out here. Roll the biceps forward, the triceps back just a little bit, Fran, so you're not, yeah. So, and bend the knees too, so you take the weight out of your shoulders. We tend to always over effort in the top half of our body, when it's really the bottom half of our body that's meant for the stability, that's meant to carry the weight, that's meant to hold us. Yeah, and Brittany, you could bend your knees a whole heck of a lot, so you take the roundness out of your lower back. Not Brittany Capone, Brittany the other. Yes, that's my girl. Belly comes towards the thighs, butt bones up and back. Roll the biceps forward, the triceps back. There's a little bit of a hollowness in the armpits, like you could hold a tennis ball there. And stick your butt bones even more, like if there's a daisy in your butt, speaking the light. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right leg comes up high. As you exhale, step it to the inside of the right hand. 10 and 2 with the arms. Drop the back knee. Press the heart even more forward. And then from here, one sweep movement into high lunge. Back knee comes off the earth. Reach the arms up high. And it's the left hip to the right shoulder to the left hip. Yeah, that's it, that's it. There can be even a little bit of a bend in the back knee as you steer that hip forward. Breathe. See if you can steer up the sternum just a little bit more as you heavy the tailbone down, as you heavy the shoulder tips down. Maybe you can heavy that right knee or right hip just a little bit. Yeah. I'll see you in dog. Easy peasy, both hands frame the front foot. Plank, chaturanga, up dog and down dog. Left leg raises high. Step it forward, look forward, drop the back knee. One movement into high lunge as you reach up. Cross reference right shoulder to left hip, left shoulder to right hip, Look up through the sternum, down through the tailbone. See if you can heavy that left hip just a little bit more so it's even with the knee. And then exhale, both hands frame the front foot. I'll see you in dog. And so we move on. Right leg comes up high as you exhale. Low lunge, 10 and 2 with the arms. Drop the back knee. Sweep the arms up, find high lunge. High lunge becomes warrior 2. Opening up the hips, feeling the back inner thigh, wrapping to the right side of the mat. Inner right thigh wrapping to the right side of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, look up, there's a prayer. Heart leads towards the heels of the hands. Exhale, 2. Drop the front arm, spiral up the back heel, interlace the hands behind the sacrum, roll the shoulder heads back as you exhale. Reach forward, look forward, side bodies to that inner right thigh. Drag the back foot in and up, warrior 3. Hang out here, that inner left thigh is lifting up, dropping the left hip. And it's almost like you could take that block again and place it at your sacrum just to make sure that it's even. Nice. Soften that right knee, that standing knee, slowly into low lunge, and I'll see you in dog. Left leg comes up high. Find the low lunge with 10 and 2 in the arms, the knee in the armpit, the inner thigh and the side body connecting. Drop the back knee, spiral up, high lunge. Cross reference, right shoulder, left hip, left shoulder, right hip. Warrior 2. Find the heaviness of the back heel, press to the outside edge of the back foot. On an inhale, lengthen up, find the breath. Heart leads towards the heels of the hands. Heavy the tailbone down as you're looking up. Exhale, find 2. Drop that left arm down and around. Spiral up the back heel. Interlace the hands behind the sacrum. Look up. Slide the fist to the inner, down the inner right thigh. Look forward. Drag the back foot in and up. Warrior 3. That inner right thigh lifts up, so you drop the right hip. Maybe you take the block and you check it out. Soften that left knee, find low lunge, remove the block if you had it. I'll see you in dog. Inhale, right leg comes up high. Exhale, step it forward. Low lunge, drop the back knee. High lunge, reach up, heavy down. Reach up the heart, heavy down the tailbone. Warrior 2, spiral the back heel down. Look forward. Inhale, find the breath, look up. Exhale into tail. Spiral up the back heel, drop that right arm down, interlace the hands behind the sacrum, roll the shoulder head back. Exhale, halfway down, look forward. Drag the back foot in and up, warrior 3. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inner hip switch, 2 fists between the inner arches. Bend the knees, make sure they're steering towards the armpits. Left hand finds that triangle with the feet underneath the heart. Extend the heart forward, the hips back, twist. Reach the right arm up high to see if you can find 12 and 6 with the wrists and the shoulders. Reach the arm forward, draw the shoulder head back. Exhale, hand comes to the earth. Left arm comes up high. 12 and 6, heavy the hips. See if the hips can come in line with the knees. Look up. Reach forward. Draw the sit bones back. Draw the shoulder head back. Steer the crown of the head, the chin forward. Take the left hand. Replace the right with the left hand. Heel toe the left foot underneath the heart. Bend your knees, look forward. Take the left hand to the outside of the thigh or the heel. Rise up, find the right hand to the sacrum. Yay, I made it. You're gonna turn right. Keep your hand at your sacrum as long as possible. Extend the leg. And then once everything's found to be even, right arm reaches back. 12, 6, shoulders, wrists. Gaze at the right hand. Reach the right hand up and over. Cross it to the inside of the right arch. Maybe lean a little bit back, lift the heart up, drop the shoulders. Bend the knee. For this round, we're finding tree pose. Right sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Prayer at the heart, roll the shoulder heads back. Lift the heart up, heavy the tailbone down. Yeah. You can certainly have your foot on your shin, maybe big toes on the earth. If you're having a hard time finding the fit of that arch to the thigh, sometimes I pivot my heel back just a little bit on the thigh and the ball of the big toe towards the front of the thigh. There's a little bit of a hug there, a little bit of a dialogue. Reach the arms up high, look up. As you exhale, you're going to slowly take that right ankle in front of the left, fold over yourself in Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway up, wrists underneath the shoulders. As you exhale, plant the hands. Your hands will find an equilateral triangle with that left big toe. Bend the knees. You might find Bakasana here, pressing the ankle, that right ankle into the left ankle to lift up. And then maybe if you want an extra challenge, an extra star sticker next to your name, you lift the left leg back to find your plank and climb off your shoulders. I will see you in dog. Bend the knees, butt bones up high, extension through both sides of the waist. So the bending of the knees not only takes it out of the lower back, takes it out of the arms, it also gives yourself space in the lungs and the kidneys so that you create space for the torso where we house most of our major organs, right? We need space to optimally function. Left leg high. Step it forward, find that variation of crescent 10 and 2 with the arms, drop the back knee. Sweep up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, breathe in, look up, heels of the hands. Exhale, warrior 2. Spiral the back heel up, interlace the hands behind the sacrum, broad through the front of the chest, look up, exhale, fold forward. Look forward, find that fit of you. Drag the back foot in and up, stable through the hips. Exhale, find the chair with the inner hips width apart on the feet. Find the triangle with the right hand underneath the heart. Left arm comes high, find the twist. Reach the arm forward, draw the shoulder head back, draw the hips back, the heart forward, and switch out the twist. Right arm comes up high. Evenness through the sacrum. Reach the arm forward, draw the shoulder head back. Exhale. Heel toe the right foot underneath the heart. Right hand to the outside of the heel or the thigh. Find the twist here. Even before you lift up, come on, there's the ball of that left foot, rise on up. Roll the shoulder heads back. Press through the heel and the ball of that right foot as you find the opening through the twist, 12 and 6 the shoulders. Once you're there, lengthen the left arm back. Lengthen the sole of the leg forward. Look behind you. Yeah, if you fall out of it, just come back to it. I can barely breathe doing this, so it is challenging, right? Nice, Amanda, you got this, you got this. Maybe you're looking at your left hand and you take that gaze up and over. Hand lands to the inside of the thigh or the foot. Roll the shoulder head back. Exhale, bend the knee. Fold the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Thumb knuckles at sternum, roll the shoulder heads back, heavy the tailbone down, sternum lifts up, tree pose. Yeah, and can you bring your elbows in line with your wrist? You create that trinity, the evenness. Close your eyes and reach your arms up high. As you reach your arms up high, your sternum still is reaching towards the sky. Your tailbone is reaching down. Exhale here, cross that left ankle over the right. Fold over yourself. As you plant your hands, it's that equilateral triangle between the hands and the right big toe this time. You're going to look forward halfway up, bend your knees behind your armpits. And maybe your feet don't even come off the ground and you reach the right leg back. Or maybe that left ankle is a helper ankle to pull the right ankle up. And then breathe the right leg back, the left leg back. I'll see you in dog. You got it. Nice and strong, Megan. Really nice. Yeah, you. I see you. Do we have one more round in us? Some? Yeah, okay. Inhale, right leg comes up high. Exhale, you know how this begins. It's that wide open lunge, 10 and 2. Find the connection of the side body and the knee. Drop the back knee down. Sweep up, rise up, high lunge. Warrior 2, spin the back foot down. Exhale. Wrap that, yeah, exactly, Amanda. Wrap that inner thigh towards the pinky side toe. Yeah. Inhale, breathe in, rise up, find the prayer above you. Lift the hands towards the heart, or the heart towards the hands. Exhale, 2. Spiral the back heel up as you find the bind of the hands behind the sacrum. Roll the shoulder heads back, look up. Exhale, reach forward. One shape is just bleeding into the other. Warrior 3 as you drive the back foot, back heel up, forward and up, even with the hips. Hold out here in Warrior 3. Exhale. Hold over yourself. Uttanasana, top of the mat. It's a little different this time. Inner arches, 2 fist width is the distance of your feet. Bend your knees. Find your knees to your armpits here and take your hands, wrap them to the outside heels. Sink your hips. Nice, nice, nice. Look forward to the sternum. Find the opening through the chest and the collarbone. So you're breathing deeply here, and you've created space for your lungs to breathe deeply. There's a conversation between the knees and the armpits as you're driving the chest forward. You're opening the collarbones, and you're bringing the shoulder tips across your back a little bit closer together. Sit bones down, Navasana. Roll the shoulder heads back, look up, flare through the toes. Soften here, plow pose. Legs overhead. You have the balls of the feet to the earth. Have your hands wrapped around the balls of your feet. So there's a circuit of energy there that you can pull even more space through the backs of the legs and the kidneys. Soften the knees. Maybe the knees come to the armpits. Death band's pose, variation. Take a few deep breaths here. And then if you have your knees bent, you'll lengthen them. Exhale, roll forward. Maybe you have a Bakasana there. I will see you in plank. As you come to plank, I want you to take your left hand, place it lined up to the inside edges of your feet. Vasisthana. Feel the under left side ribs lifting up as you press a little bit more through the sole of the left foot. You find the arch of the left side body, the arc. Take the right leg up high. Rock star, wild thing. I'll see you in dog. Easy peasy, you're almost there. So strong, so strong. Left leg up high. Step it forward, find that low lunge, 10 and 2. Drop the back knees down, sweep up, high lunge. Warrior 2. Breathe in, rise up, heart lifts, heels to the hands. 2. Spiral the back heel up, find the bind to the hands behind the sacrum, roll the shoulder heads back, look up, lift up. Exhale, reach forward. Warrior 3. Right foot meets left, find the inner hip swift distance. Sink the hips, reach the arms forward. This time, press into the balls of the feet, raise the heels. You've been here before, you're just coming into it in a different way. Belly is on the thighs. Wrap the armpits through the front of the knees and find the heels. Heavy the heels down. Exhale, fold into yourself. Can you fold into yourself by reaching out, heading the hips back, folding in? So there's an extension of the spine as you're rounding in, if that makes sense. Ah, yeah. Navasana. And it's just a little different this time. As you exhale, you'll find plow, forward, Bakasana if you're going to take it, or you just step back. Find your plank, zip up your inner thighs, look back at your feet, bring them together. Bring your right heel of your hand in line with the inner arches. Now, find your Vasisthana. It's going to feel a little different. See if you can lift up to the right side body, press to the right sole of the foot. Bring the under right side ribs lifting up. Left leg reaches high. Rock star. Drop the sole of the foot behind your hips. Put your heart forward, lift up your hips. I'll see you in dog. Easy peasy. Yeah. Yeah, take a child's pose if you need it. If you're not in child's pose, then you're in down dog, but you're going to take the down dog that is nourishing, the one where the weight is in their legs, the one where you're acknowledging that all four corners of the hands are on the earth, and there's a lift through the center of the pad of the hand. And maybe you can breathe a little deeper towards your thighs, opening up to the front of the chest. There might be even a spiraling of the armpits out to the side edges of the mat, what you're typically told never to do. See how that feels in opening up to the front of the chest. And then renegotiate the biceps forward, the triceps back, the hollowness through the armpits. If you're in child's pose, you're just going to slide forward onto your bellies. If you're in down dog, tumble forward through plank, look forward, brighten up through your collarbones so you get that little bit of breath through the windows of the lungs. And then shift the shoulders forward to the wrists and slowly lower yourself down, like the earth is going to drink you in. Arms alongside your waist, third eye to the earth. Roll your shoulder heads back, press your hips and your pubis into the earth. Press the tops, fronts of the legs into the earth, the tops of the feet into the earth. Half Shalabhasana as you rise up. Large breath in, full Shalabhasana as you press the hips and the pubis even more into the earth and the legs lift up. And then bend the right knee, reach the right hand back to the ankle or the foot. Reach the left arm forward, palm faces up alongside the ears, roll to the left side. I know what I'm saying. Yes, yes, yes. Kick the foot into the hand. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. It's there. It's there. Mama Earth, she's holding you. You're not going anywhere. Press the heart forward. Kick the foot into the hand and see if you can bring that knee, then both the knees stack onto one another, both hips stack onto one another. Get a little bit more expansiveness. Yeah, yeah. You might even have the ear towards the arm, or you might lift up a little bit more, ear off the arm. And then exhale, come back center, release that foot and that hand. Come to the earth. Yeah, yeah, nice, Amanda. Full pranams even. You can have your arms lengthened in front of you, palms face up. It's the full pranam is a surrender, complete surrender, third eye to the earth, so even. And then even as you breathe, that inhale is so expansive on the earth. You kind of can feel yourself lifting off of it. And Father Sky is receiving the back end of you, the back side of you, the back body. Swim the arms alongside the waist. It's the same way. Roll the shoulder heads back, press the hips and the pubis into the earth. Get rooted in the fronts of the legs, and then lift yourself off. Lift the chest and the heart off the earth. Roll the shoulder heads back even more. And then lift the legs off the earth. This time, bend the left knee. Left hand comes to the ankle. Take the foot into the hand, reach that right arm forward. It becomes the pillow for you. Extend forward, palm faces up, draw the shoulder heads away from the ear, roll onto the right side. Take the foot into the hand. Did you do that? Yeah, the more we do this, the more we become a little bit more familiar with how it works, right? So you're gonna press the heart forward towards the left side of the mat. You're gonna kick the foot into the hand so you find a little bit of expansiveness through the front of the left thigh. See if you can bring your hips even. Oh, nice. Then exhale. When you're ready, you come back to your bellies. I'm going to have you lengthen everything out into Shalabhasana, arms winging behind you. Maybe you interlace your hands behind your sacrum, roll your shoulder head back. Bend your knees even, and maybe you loop your hands over your ankles. I know, extra credit, extra credit. They're there. Yes, great, perfect. It's so good, it's so good. Lift up, kick the feet into the hands, lift up just a little bit more. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, yeah. If I was there, I'd step on your feet. I'd massage your lower back. You can shake everything out. Um, those days aren't right now, but they will be again. We can maintain hope. I'm going to have you lie on your back. You're going to bend your knees and have a moment. It's hard. You know, we got our heads down, our hackles up, our backs against the wall. I can feel your heart racing. None of this was written in stone. The current's fast, but the river moves slow. And I can feel things changing. Even when I'm weak and breaking, I stand weeping at the train station because I can see your faces. I love people's faces. Bend your knees, soles of the feet on the earth. Take that block, place it underneath your sacrum. Nothing to do and nowhere to go. Knowing that we can do anything and go anywhere. Just don't forget that. It's fine to be dark. Just don't sit too much in the dark. The sun is coming out, man. Sun's coming out. I know some of you really love back bends, and this might be a good place to play with a little half bridge. If not, honestly, give yourself some sweetness. Just hang out here. Maybe place your hands on your belly, or maybe there's a little bit more space you can build in your lungs by bringing your arms overhead, bending your elbows, and holding either elbow. Yeah, if you're in that half wheel, what is it if you bring your knees in line with your hips, Megan? And maybe palms up on your hands and slide those hands underneath your heels. As you slide the hands underneath the heels, press your heels into your hands to lift up your hips just a little bit more and negotiate your shoulder blades, the back of your heart a little closer to itself. And what does that do? It makes your lungs expand just ever so slightly more. Maybe we can start to re-listen to our deepest selves. I think when we're children, we don't know what things are supposed to look like, what path we're supposed to go. It can be messy when we're children, and it's okay. And then somehow when we come that path that we come to an adult, we amputate those pieces of ourselves that tell us it's okay to be messy, to not follow a path. How do we set up the constructs of ourselves to be vulnerable once again? To know that life's on shaky ground. It's okay. It's okay. If you have your lower back on a block or a book, just lengthen your legs out. Inner thighs dropping down, toes point up towards the ceiling. Get some space through the front body. Nice, Megan. You might even take your arms above you and still hold on to your elbows. So you just create the environment to breathe a little deeper. This is your last shape. If you need something else, then by all means take it. When you're ready, you just remove that block from underneath your lower back and just plops on the earth. Allow your feet to fall away and your hands to fall away. You feel held. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Begin to breathe a little deeper, placing one hand 2 inches below your navel and breathe into that space, and one hand to your heart. As you breathe in, you're expanding on Mother Earth. She is holding you. As you breathe out, Father Sky receives you. And between those two worlds, we reside in a perfect trinity. Take a few more breaths here, and when you're ready, your knees will come to your chest. You'll give yourself a little bit of a hug. You'll roll to your right side, and maybe you'll have a moment, maybe you'll have 2 before coming up to your comfortable seated position. With your eyes closed, your hands at your heart, and you'll breathe into that space. We bow our head towards our hearts, recognizing the longest journey that we will ever take. Whoa. Hands come to our third eye. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. We bow forward, sealing in our practice, our prayers. Namaste.